Hi everyone! Thanks for joining me today and welcome to Crafting on the Horizon. My name is Angelica and today I want to inspire you to create a New Mexico sunset using 3 colors. I have a medium blue, a vivid violet, and tiger lily. I'm going to be using a wet on wet technique. And what that means is that as we go along, we're going to keep the paint damp enough to blend. So I am going to start by painting the top, let's say, quarter to a third of the page with my medium blue. I'm going to get some here on my paper plate. And I'm going to be using my 1-inch flat brush. I'm just going to bring this across and hope you can see how wet that is. Pretty wet, keep the paint nice and damp. All right. While that is still wet, we're going to add some of our violet. I'm not cleaning my brush off for this. For this portion, I don't have to. And just make sure that it's still damp, still wet. I'm going to go right over that blue. And blend it down. Now, I just want to mention that it is a bit easier to blend on canvas rather than on a mixed media sheet. So now I'm going to rinse off my brush completely. And I'm just going to go in with my violet right underneath that. And I'm going to blend it up. Starting at the bottom again. I need to wet my brush a little bit more. Starting at the bottom and working my way up. And I'm just going very lightly over my paint with my brush. I'm not pressing too hard. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to rinse my brush off completely. And I'm going to add some of this tiger lily, this orangey yellow color. And you can use whatever colors you have on hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my brush nice and damp again and go into the tiger lily. But this time I'm going to start at the bottom. And I'm going to blend up. So what's happening is that I gave this a little bit of a chance to dry. And then I'm just going to bring this up very lightly. We're keeping it nice and damp and moving very lightly to create a softer transition. And what you could do is you could even add a little bit of white down here at the bottom to this tiger lily, and I'm going to try that. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of white down here. I kind of don't like this transition here in the middle, so I think I'm going to add more of the violet. So keeping my brush wet. Just the tiniest bit of violet in there. You can kind of play with your sunset, with your sky, with your blending. And you can see that it's lifting a little bit there, so I'm going to give it a chance to dry a little more. I think I went in and my brush might have been too wet, and that's okay, that happens. With acrylic paint, what's really nice is that you can let it dry and then you can just go over it again. Right. So I think that looks all right. So let me know if you guys try this, and don't forget to join me next week for another creative tip. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.